And again, that is moving right now to the southeast. Very, very rural areas here of Texas that are being impacted by this storm. Again, that is in Coleman County and as well as Runnels County, Texas. And again, if that tornado's on the ground, it's right there on the east side of Ballinger. It's, again, I'm not getting a super definitive CC drop, but that tightening is almost certainly a tornado that's on the ground. And again, it's going to be hard to confirm this because most of this area is probably just dust or rural areas. We do have some roadways here near 125 and as well as 128. You know, on the east side of Ballinger. But it's almost definitely a tornado near Ballinger. Almost definitely. Velocity is very strong going away and towards the radar. So, again, pretty tight circulation right now near Ballinger. Let's see if there's any reports on this. If you guys do see any reports, you can at me on Twitter at MaxVelocityWX. I'll try to relay those reports. Apparently Connor's looking at maybe another dust-nado there near Anson, Texas. I'm going to see if there's any updates on this storm. All right, there's a tornado in progress here, so this has been confirmed on social media.
This is an urgent alert. A tornado is on the ground. Seek shelter immediately.
I'll be retweeting the photo on Twitter. It is a cone-shaped tornado. Again, where it is right now, it's not. We're not going to really get a CC drop on radar unless there are buildings or a large amount of dust really being picked up into the atmosphere here. But that's again a tornado that's in progress on the east side of Ballinger. It is a cone-shaped tornado, so it looks like kind of like a cone like this. All right, that's what we're looking at right now. It's on the east side of Ballinger, Texas, just south of Benoit. It's going to be approaching 128 and 125 over the next few minutes. Again, if you are in this tornado warning, you need to seek shelter immediately. Again, away from windows and on the lowest floor possible and in an interior room of your home or building. But once again, we do have a tornado that has been reported on social media as on the ground. We have a few photos there again on our Twitter page at MaxVelocityWX. But that right there is your tornado. And it's going to be right on the hook echo with a very tight circulation on the east side of Ballinger. Let's hope it weakens. It's over a pretty rural area, and it looks like it might be weakening already, but that's the area that we're looking at right now. It would be on the east side of Ballinger. It was really tight right there on the north side of Ballinger. It might be taking a left-hand turn and occluding, so let's hope that happens. But that right there will be your tornado if it is still in progress. On the east side of Ballinger. Apparently, Connor might be looking at another dust-nado at the bottom right near Anson, Texas. There's been a lot of dust-nados over there. That looks like a dust-nado. Look at that right there. If not, it's just another strong downburst area of wind. Middle right of your screen in Anson, Texas.
Yeah, but that one's spinning a little bit. Yeah. Look at that one get kicked up.
I had a much more definitive one a few minutes ago when we were again over in in that area about 10-15 minutes ago. If you go back on the stream, there was a much more definitive dust-nado. And they were like, pretty close to it. Once again, this is a tornado that is likely still on the ground or possibly now occluding. This is again just east of Ballinger, Texas. And if you are in this warning, you need to seek shelter immediately, away from windows, lowest floor possible, and in an interior room of your home or building in Ballinger. All that dust, that's crazy. All that dust in Anson, Texas. There may be a land spout once again in Anson. Right there. This is crazy. Anson has some crazy strong downburst winds.
Look at how that's spinning right there.
Some spin there. I don't know if he's going to show us the dust again. Bottom right, though. You'll be at the bottom right.
We can go that way and then south, and this way, then south to a main road.
And then he pans right back to it when I go away from him. Good timing. But once again, we still do have a possible tornado in progress. It may be occluding, but if there is still a tornado, it's on the east side of Ballinger. So once again, if you're in this warning, continue to stay in your safe place, away from windows and on the lowest floor possible. This is slowly drifting to the south. Very definitive supercell with a hook echo, and it's going to continue to move east-southeast over the next several minutes. We also have a storm that's blown up right over to the northeast of Paint Rock. So we'll be watching that closely. The main concern right now is large hail and damaging winds on that storm. And then the one that Connor is on right now, that is the one that's up here near Anson. And this storm right now looks mostly like a wind and hail concern, but still has a chance to produce a tornado as that storm merger just happened. We could see some sort of organization here, and that could produce the potential for an isolated tornado. New warning near Haskell as well, just southwest of Seymour, and that's going to be for hen egg sized hail, so 2 inches in diameter, and as well as the 70-mile-per-hour damaging wind threat. So again, that is a new warning there. That is going to include areas like Haskell and near Rochester, Texas, over the next several minutes. All right, let's go back down to Ballinger again. But there was a little cone-shaped tornado on this storm just east of Ballinger. It may have occluded now, but it could definitely recycle. We do have a pretty definitive hook echo here on radar. That is, again, on the east side of Ballinger, Texas right now. We'll wait for the next radar scan in just a second. Real quickly, huge shout out to Edward for the $49.99 super chat. I appreciate your generosity. Please put some hearts in the chat for Edward. And also, thank you to Jennifer, Elizabeth, Andy, XP, Mara, Paula, Jen, Gray, all for becoming Velocity members. I do appreciate it, and welcome to the Velocities. And also thank you, Theme Pro, for the one gifted. I do appreciate you guys joining the Velocities. All right, here's the latest radar scan. Once again, this is the storm just east of Ballinger right now, which did have a tornado there on the east side of Ballinger. It may have occluded. We're going to see what the velocities look like here on the next scan. What you missed? I think you missed a gustnado and this tornado that was on radar, but the velocities here have been weakening for the last few minutes. But more likely than not, we did have a tornado on the ground here for probably about 5 minutes or so.